get off of probation early because it's a DWI. So I'm giving you a break, $500, and we'll call it a day because some fees have to be paid towards probation because that's how probation officers are paid.
Robert Hicknick followed every rule of his DWI probation except one: he couldn't pay the fees. Claiming a massive heart attack left him unable to work for 4 years, Robert stood before the court in total financial ruin. With credit card companies suing him and his bank account empty, the judge had to decide: send him back to the start or offer a way out. The solution? A 60% discount on his debt if he can pay it in 30 days.
All right. So and counsel, you're on this side. So they're asking for an extension for the payment of fees, correct?
That is correct, Judge. Mr. Hicknick has finished all of his conditions of probation. He reports as he should. No other indications other than his very, very, very first UA that anything was going on. Everything after that was negative. The fees do not have any restitution ordered or anything like that, Judge.
All right. When can you give $500 towards your fees?
I don't have the money, Your Honor. I haven't been able to work in 4 years. I had a heart attack prior to this DWI, and I've been unable to work since. I was having chest pains every time I tried to do something. The doctors ran tests, CTs, scans, x-rays, echocardiograms, everything, told me I was fine. And so finally, after 4 years, they finally put me back on the cath lab and found out that one of the stents they put in collapsed. So they put another stent inside that one. Now I'm going through cardiac rehab, and they're telling me it's going to be approximately 3 to 4 months, but that's normally for somebody that just comes out of a heart attack, not for somebody that hasn't been sitting around for 4 years.
All right. So this is what I'm telling you. It says here that you owe $1,363. Every time I extend you, what ends up happening is you're not allowed to get off of probation early because it's a DWI. So I'm giving you a break, $500, and we'll call it a day because some fees have to be paid towards probation because that's how probation officers are paid. So when do you think that you will be able to pay at least $500? And I'm giving you a discount. That's even less than half.
I can ask my mom if she'll give me the money. I mean, I don't have the money.
I mean, don't people receive income tax? If you're on Social Security, you don't have to pay any taxes. You get whatever they've taken.
Yes, Judge. May I?
Yes.
He has provided documentation of his SSI, and he has provided all of his bills and everything. It does appear from his financial analysis that we've conducted that he is under a financial hardship. Just wanted the court to know that.
Okay.
I get $755 a month, and that goes towards every bill that we have, which we just been living off the credit cards, and they're coming after us now. We've already got 3 lawsuits on that for not being able to pay them, and there's going to be more because I don't have money to pay them. I mean, I can, like I said, the only thing I can do is try to ask my mom, see if she'll give me the money. I don't have the money, and I don't foresee anytime soon that I personally will have it myself.
You want to talk to your client?
Let me talk to him briefly, Jen.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
You can reapproach whenever the court's ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Mr. Hennick believes that if the court gives him a 30-day extension, he's confident he can come up with $500.
Okay, so once you pay that, then I will allow you to terminate. Okay. But, and I will tell you, I understand the hardships that people go through. You know, I have relatives who have the same hardships as you do. But people think that the fees, you know, where do they go, right? When people say, this is your court cost, this is your fine. But what I can tell you is that the fees, it goes to probation, it pays their salaries for them to check on people, for them to do all of that, okay? All right, so what I'm going to do is, but other than that, they tell me you've been doing great on probation. I tell you what, I'll set it for May 27th. And if it's paid by then, of course, you won't terminate until May 27th, but they'll send me a termination form on that day, okay?
Okay, will I need to come back to court or is it just?
No, once you paid the $500, you will be done. Well, done with as far as having to come back to court, but you won't be off of probation till May 27th. And of course, you'll have to keep abiding by the conditions of probation, okay? And on May 27th, if you paid everything, just make sure you don't fall back into old habits, all right? All right, so Ms. Abrams, he's going to be extended to May 27th, and he'll pay the $500. All right, thank you.
Thank you,
And
Judge.
thank you. You always dress appropriate for court. I appreciate it.
I tried to put my jacket on, but it's too small for me. I couldn't even get my arms like
Let
this.
me just
So,
tell you, you're dressed appropriately. Thank you so much.
thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Robert Hicknick walked away with a $500 settlement on a $1,300 debt, proving that sometimes honesty about hardship actually pays off. But should a defendant's medical history impact their legal fines? Is this a fair discount or an easy out? Let us know what you think in the comments.